The clip is from a podcast called Impact Theory, which is almost 3.5 hours long. I tortured myself by listening to the whole podcast. So I wanted to find out exactly where it was. The timestamp is 1 hour, 44 minutes, and 42 seconds in podcast. I'll leave a link.
So you felt that it was obviously wrong to force people to get the mRNA vaccine for COVID, right? Now, I would grant you, certainly in retrospect, that seems true. But if we change a few of the variables, I think your ethical intuitions and certainly political intuitions would totally change. So you make it a much more obviously effective vaccine that really does block transmissions, like a sterilizing vaccine. You make it a much more dangerous virus. You make it a virus that's actually preferentially killing kids rather than old people, right? So now we're in an environment where, like, you're deciding not to get vaccinated is putting my kids at risk, right? Do you get to make that choice, right? And you might say, oh, yes, yeah, I should be able to make that choice. It's my body, but dial up the deadliness of the pathogen. Give us something like, airborne Ebola that incubates for a month. You don't know you have it, and you walk around spreading it, and it's got, a 75% fatality rate, and it's mostly killing kids. No one gets to make that choice anymore. I mean, then literally the cops come in and vaccinate you, and I would say that all of us would agree to that. The moment, again, that you turn up the lethality on the pathogen, you turn up the effectiveness of the vaccine, you turn down the risk of the vaccine. Give me a truly safe vaccine where there's not even one documented case of vaccine injury, right? So then you just have to be completely crazy to be worried about being vaccinated in that kind of environment. Then it's just a no-brainer. Then we just don't tolerate a diversity of opinion because the stakes are too high. It's a full-on emergency. Bodies of kids are being stacked up in parks, right? There's so many of them, we don't know what to do with them. We've got these mobile morgues.
Oh, now he cares about kids' corpses. I guess if it was the Hunter Biden virus, it wouldn't have mattered.
And Hunter Biden literally could have had the corpses of children in his basement. I would not have cared. There's so many of them, we don't know what to do with them. We've got these mobile morgues, and we have a vaccine that actually works. And then we've got RFK Jr. saying, maybe you don't want, maybe you don't want to get the jab on Rogan's podcast, right? That's the world I've been worried about ever since COVID. Like a world where the truth is really clear, and yet our media environment is so crazy that we can't even talk about it.